he is. That's the beginning. We got Sterling over a year ago, and he is a Livestock Guardian Dog. He's Great Pyrenees, and that's the female. Her name is Nala, and this is their sweet baby. Cassie here with my Livestock Guardian Dog, Nala, and Sterling. Can you see Sterling with his sweet little baby? Mom and Dad giving some lovin's to their babies. I have Livestock Guardian Dogs, a Great Pyrenees, and a Great Pyrenees Anatolian. In April, they had babies, and we have searched far and wide with our friends and the wonderful farm pages on Facebook, and we have looked for farm and ranch homes for these babies. Let me show you her. She's got mommy's markings. Oh, is that your daddy? Well, I just want to say I'm a little partial because we have had our dogs for over a year, and we didn't plan on having puppies. That was a happy accident. They had gotten together out of the fence, and it happened. So we were out of town and couldn't control that. But I can tell you right now, it is super hard to get rid of all these puppies because they are so cute. But I have to keep telling myself we have 2 Livestock Guardian Dogs and several other dogs. We had 2 dogs that are inside, and then we have 3 dogs that were my in-laws, and my father-in-law had cancer and they could no longer take care of the dogs, and so we acquired those dogs because they're our family. They've been around for 12 years and in our family, and we just couldn't see them not have a home. So I keep telling myself we have 7 dogs. We don't need another, but isn't this cute? Oh my goodness, so sweet and fluffy. Okay, I have some tips for those who keep asking me about these dogs, and everyone that has gotten a dog from us. I'm kind of making this video for them. I was told when we got these dogs to never bring them inside, to never give them affection. I mean, there's some silly things. There's lots of videos on YouTube how to raise your Great Pyrenees or your livestock dog. And yes, these dogs have been raised outside with goats, chickens, turkeys. So we have raised them around the animals, but we're in there every day, loving on them, feeding them, taking care of them, and all of our animals. So I like to acclimate them with everyone. The other thing is, you know, we were told is never to bring them inside. Well, as puppies and new Livestock Guardian Dog owners, we broke the golden rule, and it was worth it because these babies, they want to be outside. They want to be with the herd. They are a herding animal. They like to watch the property. The big dogs, they sleep on the porch. Even though we broke the rule and brought them in when they were little, they are still excellent Livestock Guardian Dogs. They're great with the chickens, ducks, and everything. So I just wanted to say a few tips is just, you know, constantly work with them. They are treat motivated, so that is a good thing. And another tip, and it is very important, is to never shave these dogs. You don't ever want to shave their coat. This coat looks really thick, but it's shedding still. We have to brush them quite often. You can get lots of hair because they're still shedding, but they'll shed that hair and it acts like a natural air conditioning for them. So you don't want to shave them because then it's going to just grow in really thick. The other thing is I recommend a training collar. The training collar was very helpful with the dogs. I didn't get the training collars until they're about six months old. My female started digging underneath, and my male started jumping the fence and the gates. So we had got them a training collar. I have a lady coming for a puppy, so here she comes. I am going to finish this video in a minute. So this is the last sweet baby. We have a lady coming to look at her, and I think she's going to get her. Hi, everyone. So I just wanted to finish because I got interrupted the last time about my tips with these dogs. I did want to go over the collars that I was trying to talk about. The type of collars that we get, it has a pager on it. It has a vibrator. Is the second, like to call them. It like shakes, and then it has a shock. And before anyone says anything, you do not put it on 99. It has a controlled level. I'm watching the puppy. We're gonna go see our chicken over there. So anyways, you watch the level and make sure you start it out lower. They have lots of thick hair, so they hardly even feel it. I'm gonna make sure she's okay. See if she can see her in it. So that the collar, you have instructions with the collar, and you can look online and watch lots of videos. But what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to train them. I like to use the page button as a treat. Like if you page them, they come to you, you give them a treat. It's a reward button. And when they're stepping out of their boundaries or they're doing stuff they're not supposed to, that's when they get the little vibrate, okay? Now, if they're not listening to you, like still taking off your property, because that'll happen, they'll see something and go for it sometimes, then that's when you use the shock. And you can increase it as, you know, to as high as level as you want, because those collars have a range. Our collars had 1,000-foot range, which seems like a lot, but you know, it actually isn't, because they can get off of our property and be gone in 1,000 feet. I mean, it's just really, you know, you have the perimeter fence ones, or you have a perimeter wire that goes around and it shocks them with the collar. It does it all on its own. Those are excellent. But we decided, because we didn't have a lot of fencing, we used the collars with the remotes. And then we would have to put them in our pens with our goats when we left and stuff like that. But when we were outside, we took the time to train them on their collars. So I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to do a training video, but that's how we trained. We used the treats, and we also, you know, the vibrating was like their warning, and the shock was the only time we used them. And let me tell you, the little female, Nala, she is so smart. I only shocked her twice. Once for not coming back to me after all the warnings and everything. She was taken after something. And the other time was one time she was chasing my chicken, and she didn't listen. She didn't listen to the call button. She didn't listen to the vibrate, and then she had to get a little zap. And she did not like that. So some of the dogs, though, you think it's not working. You have to shave a little part of their hair right here. But again, do not shave these dogs, because they shed their fur, and it keeps them cool in the summertime. This dog looks super fluffy, but when you give it, you know, she's 7 weeks old, so you're not going to give her a bath right away. She doesn't have fleas, so she doesn't need a bath. But when you do give them a bath and their hair gets wet, you'll see how thin their hair is. There's Daddy coming. Can you see him? She loves her daddy. Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh, my kids are playing on the trampoline with a hose, and I'm keeping an eye on that situation. Those are my kids being crazy. Not sharing the water hose is what they're screaming. Just FYI, everything was okay. Those of you that have children, no. All right, thanks for watching our channel. I appreciate y'all tuning in. That we have, I actually went and reordered the collars because Amazon was having a sale. Nala and Sterling are wearing their collars, and they have helped immensely. The reason why I decided to reorder collars is because, for one, 3 collars for the sale was, I think, $66, and we have a older male dog that is not used to being around livestock, and we have ducks and chickens that like to roam, and he got one of our chickens, so we're going to use the training collar for him as well. But I got this from Amazon, and I wanted to show you the collar itself. I love these collars because this is an LED light. So at nighttime, you can press, here I'll show you the remote. You can press this light button here and it'll illuminate the collar, and it has a flashlight up here that's actually pretty powerful. And then you have your, I'll put it on channel 3 so I'm not freaking out my dogs because they're wearing their collars. Another reason why we decided to get another set of collars is because our other collars only went up to 1,000 feet in range, and these collars are 2,600 feet, or I think it's 875 yards. So this is the call button. Look, she's like, oh wait, are you calling me for a treat? That was over here, baby. And see how the little beep, it literally brings her, she's like, it wasn't even on her neck, and she's like, I'm here, I'm coming. So every time I push that button, they get a treat. I know, baby, I don't have a treat with me. I'm going to get her a treat when I'm done with this video. And then the vibrate button, which I'll put it up here so you could see. Okay. See it? Okay, so it vibrates really well. They do not like that. I can tell you right now, when I press that button, they both come running because they know the next is the shock. Now, on the shock button, when you go over to the shock, you can set the adjusted level. See, it goes all the way to 99, and you can turn it down. Now, the only reason why I would even have ours on 99 is actually Sterling's is up towards 99, because do you see how thick his hair is? The other collars did not even work on him unless I shaved a portion of his neck. This collar, the prongs, they come with two different sets of prongs, and these prongs are a little taller. But our short-haired dog that we're going to use this training collar on, the older dog, I won't have to set the setting up that high. And Nala, she does not need the setting up that high because her hair is really thin compared to Sterling, because she's got the Anatolian Shepherd. Sterling is the Great Pyrenees, and he is super fluffy. Come here, buddy. He is so sweet. But these dogs, while they're watching the property at nighttime, they sometimes will see an animal and take off after them. And so I have the opportunity to call them back. And I push the call button 5 times. If they do not come back within the 5 times I've pressed this button, which is, you know, look, he's like, I'm here, Mom. It's not you, buddy. It's this collar here on the table. He's like, I'm here. Look, she's coming too. She's like, I'm here, Mom. I'm here. I will give y'all treats in just a minute. I promise. Okay, so anyways, once I press that and they do not come, then I hit the vibrate 5 times. And I do it a little slower to give them a chance to come back, because 2,600 feet is a long time. I have pressed the button and neither one of them return at all, and then I'll hit the shock. And if they do not return with the shock, then I know they are way far away, because these dogs, they can travel for miles away. We have lots of farm and ranch community out here. It's a huge farm and ranch community, and so these dogs are roamers. And you're so sweet. And he is the one that likes to travel the most. He's protecting everybody. And I've talked to my neighbors to let them know that he is our dog. They also have collars saying that, you know, who they are and where they live and our phone numbers. And they are all, both of them are microchipped. So they are microchipped, just in case they get picked up by the doggy pound police. Okay, so those were my tips. I wanted to also share with our dogs. I will post the link of the collars in the description. It is an affiliate link, so that any if you purchase anything from Amazon and you follow our links, it gives a little contribution to our farm. So thank you so much again for watching my video. I'm trying to get better at making these videos. And subscribe, share, and like.
Your treat.
Thank you so much. Thank you, puppies. There you go. Take your bone. Take it, take it. There you go, babies. That's a good babies. Thank you, thank you.